speak English? I cannot speak English. Can I speak English? When can I speak English? Where can I speak English? You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? When can you speak English? How can English? Why can you speak English? He can speak English. Why can he speak English? English, it cannot speak English. It cannot speak English. Where can it speak English? How can it speak English? Why can it speak English? They can speak English. They cannot speak English. Can they speak English? Can they speak? When can they speak English? Where can they speak English? How can they speak English? Why can they speak English? आता कालचे वाक्य झाले आहे. मी पुढचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I could speak English. I could not speak English. Could I speak English? When could I speak English? Where could I speak English? How could I speak English? Why could I speak English? We would speak English. We would not speak English. Would we speak English? When we would speak English. Where when we would speak English. How would we speak English? Why would we speak English? You would speak English. You would not speak English. Would you speak English? When would you speak English? Where would you speak English? How would you speak English? Where would you speak English? You would speak English. You would not speak English. Would you speak English? Where would you speak English? When we speak English, how would you speak English? Why would you speak English? He would speak English. He would not speak English. Would he speak English? When would he speak English? Where would he speak English? Would he speak English? Why would he speak English? She would speak English. She would not speak English. When she would speak English, where she would speak English, how she would speak English, why she would speak English. It could speak English. It could not speak English. Could it speak English? When could he speak English? Where could he speak English? How could he speak English? Why could she speak English? It would speak English. It would not speak English. Would it speak English? When it would speak English, where it would speak English, how would it speak English? Why would it speak English? They would speak English. They would not speak English. Would they speak English? When would they speak English? Where would they speak English? How would they speak English? Why would they speak English? आता मी पुढचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I should speak English. I should not speak English. I should not speak English. Should I speak English? When should I speak English? Where should I speak English? How should I speak English? Why should I speak English? We should I speak English? We should not speak English. Should we speak English? Should we speak English? You should speak English. You should not speak English. You should speak English. Should you speak English? You should speak English. You should not speak English. Should you speak English? When should you speak English? Where should you speak English? How should you speak? How should you speak English? Why should you speak English? He should speak English. He should not speak English. should he speak English? When should he speak English? Where should he speak English? How should he speak English? Why should he speak English? Uh, she should speak English. She should not speak English. She should not speak English. Should she speak English? When should she speak English? Where should she speak English? How should she speak English? Why should she speak English? It should speak English. It should not speak English. Should it speak English? When should it speak English? How should it speak English? Why should it speak English? They should speak English. They should not speak English. Should they speak English? When should they speak English? Where should they speak English? How should they speak English? Why should they speak English? मी आता बसचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I must speak English. I must not speak English. Must I speak English? When must I speak English? Where must I speak English? How must I speak English? And why must I speak English? We must speak English. We must not speak English. And must we speak English? You must speak English. You must not speak English. And must you speak English? You must speak. When must you speak English? Where must you speak English? Why must you speak English? He must speak English. He must not speak English. Must he speak English? When must he speak English? Where must he speak English? How must he speak English? Why must he speak English? She must speak English. She must not speak English. Must she speak English? When must she speak English? Where must she speak English? How must she speak English? Why must she speak English? It must speak English. It must not speak English. Must it speak English? When must it speak English? Where must it speak English? How must it speak English? Why must it speak English? They must speak English. They must not speak. They must not speak English. When must speak English? Where must they speak English? How must they speak English? And why they must speak English? आता मी उडचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I would speak English. I would not speak English. When would speak English? When would speak English? Would I speak English? When would I speak English? Where would I speak English? How would I speak English? Why would I speak English? We would speak English. We would not speak English. Would we speak English? When would we speak English? Where would we speak English? How would we speak English? How would we speak English? Why would we speak English? You would speak English. You would not speak English. Would you speak English? When would you speak English? Where would you speak English? How would you speak English? Why would you speak you speak English? You would speak English. You would not speak English. Would you speak English? When would you speak English? Where would you speak English? How would you speak English? Why would you speak English? He would speak English. He would not speak English. He would not speak English. Would he speak English? When would he speak English? Where would he speak English? How would he speak English? How would he speak English? Why would he speak English? She would speak English. She would not speak English. Would she speak English? When would she speak English? Where should we speak English? How should we speak English? Why should she speak English? It would speak English. It would not speak English. It would not speak English. Would it speak English? When would it speak English? Where would it speak English? How would it speak English? Why would it speak English? Would they speak English? Would they not? They would not speak English. Would they speak English? When would they speak English? Where would they speak English? How would they speak English? Why would they speak English? Thank you.
Very nice, very good. Chala, next one.
Everyone, my name is Omkar Ambadat Jadhav. मैं आज विंचे वाक्य बोलना है and I can speak English. I can speak English. I cannot speak English. Can I speak English? When I can speak English? Where I can speak English? How I can speak English? Why I can speak English? Okay. आता पुढचे वाक्य सुरू करणार आहे. Should nice good.
अच्छा, क्या आमचे कोणते वाक्य झाले?
हो सर we can speak English. We can speak English. We cannot speak English. We can we speak English? When I can speak English, when we can speak English, where we can speak English, how can you speak English? Why can we speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? When you can speak English, where you can speak English, how can you speak English? Why can you speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can you speak English? Why can you speak English? Speaker man, he can speak. He can speak English. He can speak English. He cannot speak English. Can he speak English? When can he speak English? Where can he speak English? How can he speak English? Why can he speak English? She can speak English. She cannot speak English. She cannot speak English. Can I speak English? Can she speak English? When she speak English, where she speak English? Where she why can she speak English? Why can she speak English? it it can speak English. It cannot speak English. Can it not can uh, can can it speak English? When when it can speak English, when can it speak English? How can it speak English? Why can't speak English? They can speak English. They cannot speak English. Can can they speak English? When can they speak English? Where can they speak English? How uh, how 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 can it they speak English? Why can they speak English?
Okay, very nice. चला. Next one. चलो.
मॉर्निंग मित्रांनो, माझं नाव अरुणा कुलचव्हाण. मी आज यांचे वाक्य बोलणार आहे. आय कॅन स्पीक इंग्लिश. आय कॅन नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश. कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? वेन कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? वेर कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? हाऊ कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? वाय कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? We can speak English. We cannot speak English. Can we speak English? When can we speak English? Where can we speak English? How can we speak English? Why can we speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? Can you speak English? When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can we speak you speak English? Why can you speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can you speak English? Why can you speak English? He can speak English. He cannot speak English. Can he speak English? When can he speak English? Where can he speak English? How can he speak English? Why can he speak English? She can speak English. She cannot speak English. She cannot speak English. Can she speak English? When can she speak English? Where can she speak English? How can she speak English? Where can she speak English? It can speak English. It cannot speak English. It cannot speak English. Can it speak English? When can it speak English? Where can it speak English? How can it speak English? Why can it speak English? They can speak English. They cannot speak English. Can they speak English? When can they speak English? Where can they speak English? How can they speak English? Why can they speak English? आता मैं कुछ वाक्य बोलना है. क्या I could speak English. I could not speak English. Could I speak English? When could I speak English? Where could I speak English? How could I speak English? Why could I speak English? We could I speak English? We could not speak English. Could he speak English? When could he speak English? How could he speak? Where could he speak? Could he speak English? How could he speak English? How could he speak English? Why could we speak English? You could speak English. You could not speak English. Could you speak English? When could you speak English? Where could you speak English? How could you speak English? Why could you speak English? You could speak English. You could not speak English. Could you speak English? When could you speak English? Where could you speak English? How could you speak English? Why could you speak English? He could speak English. He could not speak English. Could he speak English? When could he speak English? Where could he speak English? How could he speak English? Why could he speak English? She could speak English. She could not speak English. She could not speak English. When could she speak English? Where could she speak English? How could she speak English? Why could she speak English? It could speak English. It could not speak English. could it speak English? When could it speak English? Where could it speak English? Where could it speak English? How could it speak English? Why could it speak English? They could speak English. They could not speak. They could not speak English. Could they speak English? When could they speak English? Where could they speak English? How could they speak English? When? Why could they speak English? They could speak English. They could not speak English. Could they speak English? When could they speak English? Where could they speak English? How could they speak English? Why could they speak English? आता मी पुढचे वाक्य बोलणार. I should speak English. I should not speak English. I should speak English. I should not speak English. Should I speak English? When should I speak English? Where should I speak English? How should I speak English? Why should I speak English? We should speak English. We should not speak English. Should we speak English? When should we speak English? Where should we speak English? How should we speak How should he speak English? Why should he speak English? You should speak English. You should speak English. You should not speak English. Should you speak English? Should you speak English? When should you speak English? Where should you speak English? How should you speak English? Why should you speak English? Why should you speak English? You should speak English. You should not speak. You should not speak English. Could you speak? Should you speak English? When should you speak English? Where should you speak English? How should you speak English? Why should you speak English? He should speak English. He should not speak English. Should he speak English? When should he speak English? Where should he speak English? How should he speak English? Why should he speak English? She should speak English. She should not speak English. Should she speak English? Should she speak English? Should she speak English? Where should she speak English? How should she speak English? Why should she speak English? Why should it could speak English? It could not speak English. It could not speak English. Should it speak English? When should it speak English? Where should it speak English? How should it speak English? Why should it speak English? They should speak English. They should not speak English. Should they speak English? When should they speak English? Where should they speak English? How should they speak English? Why should they speak English? आता मी पुढचे वाक्य बोलणार. I must speak English. I must not speak English. Must I speak English? When must I speak English? Where must I speak English? How must I speak English? Why must I speak English? We must speak English. We must not speak English. Must he speak English? When must we speak English? Where must he speak English? How must he speak English? Why must we speak English? You must speak English. You must not speak English. Must you speak English? When you must speak English. When must you speak? Where must you speak English? How must you speak English? Why must you speak English? You must speak English. You must not speak English. When must you speak English? When must you speak English? Where must you speak English? How must you speak English? Why must you speak English? He must speak English. He must not speak English. Must he speak English? When must he speak English? Where must he speak English? How must he speak English? Why must he speak English? Speak English. She must speak English. She must not speak English. Must she speak English? When must she speak English? Where must she speak English? How must she speak English? Why must she speak English? It must speak English. It must not speak English. Must it speak English? When must it speak English? Where must it speak English? How must it speak English? Why must it speak English? They must speak English. They must not speak English. Must they speak English? When must they speak English? where must they speak English? How must they speak English? Why must they speak English? आता मी पुढचे वाक्य बोलणार आहे. I would speak English. I would not speak English. Would I speak English? When would I speak English? Where would I speak English? How would I speak English? Why would I speak English? We would I speak English? We would not speak English. We would not speak English. Would we speak English? When would we speak English? Where would we speak English? How would we speak English? Why would we speak English? You would speak English. You would not speak English. Would you speak English? When would you speak English? Where would you speak English? How would you speak English? Why would you speak English? You would speak English. You would not speak English. Would you speak English? When would you speak English? Where would you speak English? Where would you speak English? Why 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 would you speak English? He would speak English. He would not speak English. Would he speak English? When would he speak English? Where would he speak English? How would he speak English? Why would he speak English? She would speak English. She would not speak English. Would she speak English? When should she speak English? Would she speak English? When would she speak English? Where would she speak English? How would she speak English? Why would she speak English? It would speak English. It would not speak English. Would it speak English? When would it speak English? Where would it speak English? How would it speak English? Why would it speak English? They would speak English. They would not speak English. Would they speak English? When would they speak English? Where would they speak English? Why would they speak English? How would they speak English? Why would they speak English? Thank you. Hey.
नाव सांगायचं व्यवस्थित.
माझं नाव सुंदर नरेश राऊटे. मी आता कॅनची वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I can play cricket. I cannot play cricket. Can I play cricket? When can I play cricket? Where can I play cricket? How can I play cricket? Why can I play cricket? We can play cricket. We cannot play cricket. Can we play cricket? When can we play cricket? Where can we play cricket? How can we play cricket? Why can we play cricket? You can play cricket. You cannot play cricket. Can you play cricket? When can you play cricket? Where can you play cricket? How can you play cricket? Why can you play cricket? You can play cricket. You cannot play cricket. Can you play cricket? When can you play cricket? Where can you play cricket? How can you play cricket? Why can you play cricket? He can play cricket. He cannot play cricket. Can he play cricket? When can he play cricket? Where can he play cricket? How can he play cricket? Why can he play cricket? Basta gupchup. She can play cricket. She cannot play cricket. Can she play cricket? When can she play cricket? Where can she play cricket? How can she play cricket? Why can she play cricket? It can play cricket. It cannot play cricket. Can it play cricket? When can it play cricket? Where can it play cricket? How can it play cricket? अरे त्याला सांग हसायला तर नुसतं. Why can it play cricket? They can play cricket. They cannot play cricket. खाली बघ. Can they play cricket? When can they play cricket? Where can they play cricket? How can they play cricket? Why can they play cricket? Could I play cricket? Could I not play cricket? Could I play cricket? When can could play cricket? Where can could play cricket? How can could play cricket? Why can play cricket? Play cricket. Uh, uh, could we play cricket? Could we not play cricket? Could oh, I think that's also learning. पहिले पासून सांगू मला. I could play cricket. I could not play cricket. Can could play cricket. Could can play cricket. अरे could I play cricket? I play cricket. When could I play cricket? Where could I play cricket? How could I play cricket? Why can play cricket? झालं. Could we play cricket? Could we not play cricket? Could we play cricket? When could we play cricket? Where could we play cricket? How could we play cricket? Why could we play cricket? You could play cricket. You could not play cricket. Could you play cricket? When could you play cricket? Where could you play cricket? Where could you play cricket? Why could you play cricket? आता काय रे? Could he play cricket? Could he not play cricket? Could he play cricket? When could he play cricket? Where could he play cricket? How could you play cricket? Why could you play cricket? Would it play cricket? Would it not play cricket? Would he play cricket? When would he play cricket? How would he play cricket? Why? They can play. Would play cricket? Could they? They could play cricket. They could not play cricket. Could they play cricket? When could that play cricket? Where would play cricket? Confused होईल. Why could I play cricket? They play cricket. मला सांगायचंय. I must play cricket. अरे वाजवा. बरं. आता मी मस्त वाक्य सांगणार आहे. लक्षात ठेवा. I must play cricket. I must not play cricket. Must I play cricket? When must I play cricket? Where must I play cricket? How must I play cricket? Why must I play cricket? We must play cricket. We must not play cricket. When must I play cricket? Where must we play cricket? How must झालं घेऊन How must we play cricket? Why can we play cricket? अरे must sorry. You must play cricket. You must not play cricket. Must you play cricket? When must you play cricket? Where must you play cricket? How must you play cricket? Why must you play cricket? He must play cricket. He must not play cricket. Must he play cricket? When must he play cricket? Where must he play cricket? How must he play cricket? Why must he play cricket? She must play cricket. She must not play cricket. Must she play cricket? When must she play cricket? Where must she play cricket? How must she play cricket? Why must she play cricket? They must play cricket. They must not play cricket. Must they play cricket? When must they play cricket? where they must they play cricket? Why must they play cricket? काय राहिले रे? उल्ड उल्ड नाही शुड. I should play cricket. I should not play cricket. Should I play cricket? When should I play cricket? अरे आता उल्ड म्हणालो मी. उल्ड ते उल्ड होतं. I should play cricket. I should not play cricket. I should कुठं झालं रे? I would play cricket. I would not play cricket. Would I play cricket? When would I play cricket? Where would I play cricket? How would I play cricket? Why would I play cricket? We would I play cricket? We would not I play cricket. Would we play cricket? When would we play cricket? Where would we play cricket? Where would we play cricket? How would we play cricket? Why would we play cricket? You would play cricket. You would not play cricket. Would you play cricket? When would you play cricket? Where would you play cricket? How would you play cricket? Why would you play cricket? He would you play cricket? He would not play cricket. Would he play cricket? When would he play cricket? Where would he play cricket? How would he play cricket? Why would he play cricket? She would play cricket. She would not play cricket. Would she play cricket? Would she play cricket? When would she play cricket? Where would she play cricket? Play cricket. How would she play cricket? Why would she play cricket? It would play cricket. It would not play cricket. Would it play cricket? When would it play cricket? Where would it play cricket? How would it play cricket? They would play cricket. They would not play cricket. Would they play cricket? They would play cricket. When they would play cricket, where they would play cricket, how would they play cricket, why would they play cricket?
आय कॅन. सुप्रभात मित्रांनो, माझं नाव ओमकार सुट्टे. आज मी तुम्हाला सांगणार आहे कॅनचे वाक्य. आय कॅन प्ले फुटबॉल. आय कॅन नॉट प्ले फुटबॉल. कॅन आय प्ले फुटबॉल? When can I play football? Where can I play football? How can I play football? Why can I play football? We can play football. We cannot play football. How can we play football? When can we play football? Where can we play football? How can we play football? Why can we play football? You can play football. You cannot play football. Can you play football? When can you play football? Where can you play football? How can you play football? Why can you play football? You can play football. You cannot play football. Can you play football? When can you play football? Where can you play football? How can you play football? Why can you play football? He can play football. He cannot play football. How can he play football? When can he play football? Where can he play football? How can he play football? Why can he play football? She can play football. She cannot play football. Can she play football? When can she play football? Where can she play football? How can she play football? Why can she play football? It can play football. It cannot play football. Can it play football? When can it play football? Where can it play football? How can it play football? Why can it play football? They can play football. They cannot play football. Can they play football? When can they play football? Where can they play football? Where can they play football? How can they play football? Why can they play football? Should I play football? I could play football. I could not play football. Could I play football? When could I play football? Where could I full bomb? How could I play football? Why could I play football? We could play football. We could not play football. Could we play football? When could I play football? Where could I play football? When how can we play football? Why can we could why can we play football? You can play could you could play football. You could not play football. Could you play football? When could you play football? Where could you play football? How could you play football? Why could you play football? You could play football. You could not play football. Could you play football? When could you play football? Where could you play football? How could you play football? Why could you play football? He could play football. He could not play football. Could he play football? When could he play football? Where could he play football? How could he play football? Why could he play football? She could play football. She could not play football. Could she play football? When could she play football? Where could she play football? How could she play football? Why could she play football? it 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 could play football. It could not play football. Could it play football? When could it play football? Where could it play football? How could it play football? Why could it play football? They could play football. They could not play football. When they could they play football? When could they play football? Where could they play football? How could they play football? Why could they play football? I should play football. I should not play football. Should I play football? When should I play football? Where should I play football? How could I play football? Why could I play football? We could play football. We should play football. We should not play football. Should we play football? When should we play football? Where should we play football? How should we play football? Why should we play football? You should play football. You should not play football. Should you play football? When should you play football? Where should you play football? How should you play football? Why should you play football? You should play football. You should not play football. Should you play football? When should you play football? Where should you play football? How should you play football? Why should you play football? He should play football. He should not play football. Would he play football? When should he play football? Where should he play football? How should he play football? Why should he play football? She should play football. She should not play football. Should she play football? When should she play football? Where should she play football? How should she play football? Why should she play football? It 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 should play football. It should not play football. Should it play football? When should it play football? Where should it play football? How should it play football? Why should it play football? They should play football. They should not play football. Should they play football? When should they play football? Where should they play football? How should they play football? Why should they play football? आता मी मस्टचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. मस्ट आय प्ले फुटबॉल? I must play football. I must not play football. Must I play football? When must I play football? Where must I play football? How must I play football? Why must I play football? I झालं का? We must play football. We must play football. We must not play football. Must we play football? When must we play football? Where must we play football? How must we play football? Why must we play football? You must play football. You must not play football. Must you play football? When must you play football? Where must you play football? How must you play football? Why must you play football? You must play football. You must not play football. Must you play football? When must you play football? Where must you play football? How must you play football? Why must you play football? He must play cricket. He must play football. He must not play football. must he play football? When must he play football? Where must he play football? How must he play football? Why must he play football? She must play football. She must not play football. Must she play football? When must she play football? Where must she play football? How must she play football? Why must she play football? It must play football. It must not play football. Must it play football? When must it play football? Where must it play football? How must it play football? Why must it play football? थांबा ना जरा. आज काय चालू रे? They must play football. They must not play football. Must they play football? When must they play football? Where must they play football? How must they play football? Why must they play football? वाजवा डाल्या. वाजवा जरा. वाजवा. ए वाजवा डाल्या. चला. गुड झालं. कुड ना बे. मग झालं की एकच. उड आहे. बरं उड. I would play football. I would not play football. Would I play football? When would I play football? Where would I play football? How would I play football? Why would I play football? We would play football. We would not play football. Would we play football? When would we play football? Where would we play football? Why? How would we play football? Why would we play football? You would play football. You would not play football. Would you play football? When would you play football? Where would you play football? How would you play football? Why would you play football? You would play football. You would not play football. Would you play football? When would you play football? Where would you play football? How would you play football? Why would you play football? He would play football. He would not play football. जायचं का नाही? He would play football. He would not play football. Would he play football? When would he play football? Where would he play football? How would he play football? Why would he play football? She would play football. She would not play football. Would she play football? When would she play football? Where would she play football? How would she play football? Why would she play football? It would play football. It would not play football. When would it play football? When would it play football? Where would it play football? How would it play football? Why would it play football? They would play football. They would not play football. Would they play football? When would they play football? Where would they play football? How would they play football? Why would they play football? Thank you.
ओशाने मला आठवणार आहे. My name. ओशा लिहिते नको इथे लावतो. माय नेम इज आविष्कार श्रीनिवास लाटोड. मी आज कॅनचे वाक्य बोलणार आहे. I can become a doctor. I can become a doctor. I cannot become a doctor. Can I become a doctor? When can I become a doctor? Where can I become a doctor? How can I become a doctor? Why can I become a doctor? We can I become a doctor?
We can become doctor.
We can become a doctor. We cannot become a doctor. can I become a doctor? When can I become a doctor? Why can How can I become a doctor? Why can I become a doctor? You can I become a doctor? You cannot. You can become a doctor. You cannot become a doctor. Can you become a doctor? When can you become a doctor? Where can you become a doctor? Why can oh, How can I become a doctor? Why can I become a doctor? You can become a doctor. You cannot become a doctor. Yeah. Can I become a doctor? Can you become a doctor? When when can you become a doctor? Where can you become a doctor? Why can you become a doctor? Huh? How can you become a doctor? Why can you become a doctor? He can झालं. He can become a doctor. He cannot become a doctor. Can he become a doctor? When can he become a doctor? Where can he become a doctor? Where can he become a doctor? How can he become a doctor? Why can he become a doctor? She can become a doctor. She cannot become a doctor. Can she become a doctor? Can she become a doctor? When can she become a doctor? Where can she become a doctor? How can she become a doctor? Why can she become a doctor? It can become a doctor. It cannot become a doctor. Can it become a doctor? Can it become a doctor? She can. When can it become a doctor? When can she become a doctor? It doctor. Where can it become a doctor? How can it become a doctor? Why can it become a doctor? Why can become a doctor? Why cannot become a doctor? Yeah. They can become a doctor. They cannot become a doctor. Can they become a doctor? When can they become a doctor? Where can they become a doctor? they they झाले. आता मी वूडचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I could become a doctor. I could become a doctor. I could not become a doctor. Could I become a doctor? When could become a doctor? Where could become a doctor? Where how can become a doctor? Where can I become a doctor? Why 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 could become a doctor? We could become a doctor. We cannot become a doctor. Could I become a doctor? Could I become a doctor? When could I become a doctor? Where could I become a doctor? केला गाली दे दे लोगों ने. Where could I become a doctor? Why can you become a doctor? Why can you become a doctor? You would become a doctor. You would not become a doctor. Would you become a doctor? When would become a doctor? Where would become a doctor? Why would become a doctor? How would become a doctor? Why would become a doctor? असे म्हणून म्हणायचं आणि मी तिथं बाई you would become a doctor. You would not become a doctor. Could I become a doctor? Uh, when could I become a doctor? Where could I become a doctor? Why could I become a doctor? Uh, he would become a doctor. Misalnya mana? When would become a doctor? Where would become a doctor? Where would become a doctor? How would it become a doctor? Why would become a doctor? Why would not become a doctor? Would I become a doctor? When would become a doctor? Where would become a doctor? Why would become a doctor? Bahalo jatan kutan noklo kulo dia. Udah. They would become a doctor. They would become a doctor. They would become a doctor. They would not become a doctor. Would they become a doctor? When would become a doctor? When would they become a doctor? How would they become a doctor? Why would they become a doctor? आता मी पुढचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I should become a doctor. I should not become a doctor. Should I become a doctor? When should I become a doctor? Where should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? We should I become a doctor? Where should I become a doctor? Should I become a doctor? When should I become a doctor? Where should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? You should I become a doctor? You should become a doctor. You should not become a doctor. Should I become a doctor? When should I become a doctor? Where should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? They should I become a doctor? You should I become a doctor? You should not become a doctor. Should I become a doctor? When should I become a doctor? Where should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? You should I become a doctor? You should not become a doctor. Should I become a doctor? When should I become a doctor? Where should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? When should I become a doctor? दे दो अपने आप को बोला लो. She should have pick. She should become a doctor. She should not become a doctor. Should I become a doctor? Should I not become a doctor? Should when become a doctor? It should become a doctor. It should not become a doctor. Should it be it become a doctor? When should it become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? They yeah, he should I become a doctor? He should not become a doctor. Where should I become? When should I become a doctor? Where should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? How should I become a doctor? Why should I become a doctor? They should it become a doctor. They should not become a doctor. Should it become a doctor? Should it not become a doctor? Should they become a doctor? Should they not become a doctor? When should I become? Nine. Should you should it become a, they become a doctor? Should when should I they become a doctor? Why should it they become a doctor? आता मी मस्त वाक्य I must not become a doctor. I must not become a doctor. I must not become a doctor. Must I become a doctor? When must I become a doctor? Where must I become a doctor? How must I become a doctor? Why I become a doctor? We I become a doctor. We not I become a doctor. Where we I become a doctor? You must become a doctor. You must not become a doctor. You must not become a doctor. You must not become a doctor. Must I become a doctor? When I become a doctor, where I become a doctor, when I become a doctor, why I become a doctor? She it become a doctor. She it not become a doctor. Must I? Thank you.
माझं नाव सिद्धार्थ श्रीनिवास राठोड. कॅनच्या सांगणार आहे. आय कॅन ड्राईव्ह थार. I can drive Thar. I cannot drive Thar. Can I drive Thar? When can I drive Thar? Where can I drive Thar? How can drive Thar? I can drive Thar.
Why can कोण पण
Dra-
दिलेले वाक्य होते त्याच्यात.
मी सर मी द्यायला
कसं सांगायला चुकायचं वाक्य
क्वेश्चन नाही सर मी
काय लक्ष द्यायला व्हाय कॅन ड्राईव्ह करच का व्हाय कॅन आय मी यू कुणीतरी पाहिजे ना हा व्हाय कॅन काय चालू आहे
शाळा चालू सर.
आय ना व्हाय कॅन आय ड्राईव्ह का
Why can I drive Thar?
हा
We can drive Thar. We can not drive Thar.
Can we drive Thar? When can I drive Thar?
When can we?
We
When can we drive car? When नंतर
where can I drive Thar?
where can we?
You drive Thar.
You can drive car.
You can drive Thar.
You cannot drive car.
You can drive Thar. How 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 can I drive Thar?
परत एकदा बसून पुन्हा तयारी कर पुन्हा परत कर. चला आणि हा चला कोणी नेक्स्ट चला लढू चला
मी म्हणून लागलो आणि याय ना असं करू लागला आणि याय ना
आता सीसीटीव्ही मध्ये सगळे घ्या तुमच्या लक्षात घ्या ना हे लाईव्ह चालू आहे साई बर ठीक आहे चला कोण आहे आता पहिल्या लाईन मध्ये कोण राहिले चल जेवढे वाक्य येतात तेवढे वाक्य सगळे ए टू झेड आता सगळे शांत बसा
I can speak English. I cannot speak English. Can I speak English? When can I speak English? Where can I speak English? How can I speak English? Why can I speak English? He can I speak English? He cannot I speak English. We can speak English. We cannot speak English. We can speak English. When can speak English? When can he speak English? Where can he speak English? How can he speak English? Why can he speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. You can you speak English?
वाक्य सांगा जरी सांगायचे
Can you speak English? Where can you speak English? Why can speak English?
why can you speak
Why can you speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? Where can you speak English? When can you speak English? How can why you can speak English? Why can
पुढच्या लाईन मध्ये रेडी राहायचं
why can
श्रीच्या बाजूला कोण
why can speak English?
रेडी राहायचं काय सांगायचं
He
जेवढे वाक्य आहेत तेवढे बोला
he can speak English. He cannot speak English.
ओव्हर साइड रेडी राहायचं
He can not speak English. Can he speak English?
सांगायचं नाव सांगायचं मी प्रिपरेशन केलेलं आहे
When can I speak English? Why can he speak English? She can speak English. She cannot speak English. Can she speak English? When can she speak English? Where can she speak English? How can she speak English? Why can she speak English? It can speak English. It cannot speak English? Can it speak English? Can where when can it speak English? Where can it speak English? How can it speak English? Why can it speak English? They can they can speak English. They cannot speak English. You can they speak English? Where when can they speak English? Where can they not speak English? How can they speak English? Why can they speak English?
Hello friend, my name is Avish Kadambala Jadov. I can play cricket. I cannot play cricket. Can I play cricket? When can I play cricket? Why can play cricket? Thank you. My name is Vishal Sridharapur. अबे सोड बे. माझं नाव विशाल श्रीराम पवार. कॅनचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I can speak English. Can I speak English?
I cannot speak English.
I cannot speak English. When can I speak English? When can I speak English? शांतपासून where can I speak English? How can I speak English? Why can I speak English? We can speak English. We cannot speak English. Can I speak English? When can I speak English? Where can I speak English? How can I speak English? Why can I speak English? You can you can speak English. You can not speak English. You speak English. मजाक. चला दे टाकली ती. इकडे घे चला. माझं नाव आदित्य शेखर पवार आहे. मी कॅनचे वाक्य सांगणार आहे. I can speak English. I cannot speak English. Can I speak English? When can I speak English? Where can I speak English? How can I speak English? Why can I speak English? We can speak English. We cannot speak English. Can we speak English? When can we speak English? Where can we speak English? How can we speak English? Why can we speak English? Speak English. Huh? ही काय? You आहे ना. You can speak English. You cannot speak. You ना. ही नाही ना. You आहे ना. तू. You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? Where can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can you speak English? Why can you speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can you speak English? Why can you speak English? He can speak English. He cannot speak English. Can he speak English? When can he speak English? Where can he speak English? How can he speak English? Why can he speak English? She can speak English. She cannot speak English. Can she speak English? When can she speak English? Where can she speak English? Why can she speak English? It can speak English. It cannot speak English. Can it speak English? When can it speak English? Where can it speak English? Why can it? How can it speak English? Why can it speak English? They can speak English. They cannot speak English. Can they speak English? They. When can they speak English? Where can they speak English? Why can they speak English? Why can they speak English? ते काय वरचं खालचं कॅनच्या खालचं काय कुल्ड कुल्ड कॅन आय स्पीक कुल्ड आय स्पीक इंग्लिश कुल्ड आय नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश चल अरे कुठून दाबायचे मला काय येत नाही काय मी काय आडाय नाही येत काय कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश कॅन आय नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश हा दुसऱ्याला सांगितलं काय बरं कालची चट्टे कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश कॅन आय नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश
I can speak English.
कॅन म्हणलं ना कॅन नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश थँक्यू झालं मग काय बोलायचं तुला आभार हे तक्ष माझं नाव तक्ष भाग्यंतर मी चॅनल वाटी सांगणार आहे आय कॅन स्पीक इंग्लिश आय कॅन नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश वेन कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश हाऊ कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश वेअर कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश वाय कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश वे कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश वे कॅन नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश वी कॅन नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश can we not speak English? When can we not speak English? Where can we speak English? How can we speak English? Why can we speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can you speak English? How can not speak English? You can speak English. We cannot speak English. Can you speak English? We can you speak English? Can you sorry where can you speak English? How can you speak English? Why can you speak English? He can speak English. He cannot not speak English. Can he speak English? When can he speak English? Where can he speak English? How can he speak English? Why can he speak English? She can speak English. She cannot speak English. Can she speak? गपची बस ना. Can she speak English? When can she speak English? Where can she speak English? How can she speak English? Uh, why can she speak English? It can speak English. It cannot speak English. Can it speak English? When can it speak English? How can it speak English? Why can it? Why can it speak English? They can speak English. They cannot speak English. Can they speak English? When can they speak English? How can they speak English? Where can they speak English? Speak English? How can they? Why can they speak English?
गाणं म्हणणार आहे इथं आदित्य गोवारी.
आदित्य गवारी येत आहे.
My name is Ishal Vijay Rathod. I can speak English. I can speak English. I can speak English. I can speak English. ये क्या बाबा लेकिन राहिली.
असंच आहे ना. आय कॅन नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश. आय कॅन स्पीक इंग्लिश. झालं बसलं झालं.
सर सांगा तुमचे नाव.
झाली सगळी. झाली सगळी.
माझं नाव तनिषा भाग्यवंत. मी आज कानचे वाक्य बोलणार आहे. आय कॅन स्पीक इंग्लिश. आय कॅन नॉट स्पीक इंग्लिश. कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? व्हेन कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? वेअर कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? हाऊ कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? वाय कॅन आय स्पीक इंग्लिश? We can speak English. We cannot speak English. Can we speak English? When can we speak English? Where can we speak English? How we speak English? Why we speak? How can we speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can we speak English? When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? Why can you speak English? Why can you speak English? You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English? When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can you speak English? Why can you speak English? He can speak English. He cannot speak English. Can he speak English? When can he speak English? Where can he speak English? How can he speak English? Why can he speak English? If she can speak English. She cannot speak English. Can she speak English? When can she speak English? Where can she speak English? How can she speak English? Why can she speak English? It can speak English. It cannot speak English. Can it speak English? When can it speak English? Where can it speak English?
Why can it speak English? How can it speak English? They can speak English. They cannot speak English. Can they speak English? When can they speak English? Where can they speak English? How can they speak English? Why can they speak English? Uh, uh, I could speak English. I could not speak English. Why? Can I? Can I? Can I? Could I speak English? Could when could when could I speak English? When could where could
84 84 80. डेअरी मिल्कचा हो आणि काय अडचण आली तर या नंबरवर फोन कर. हा बोल नका. चल पुढं. हा Sit down. चल पुढं. ते सांगायचं ते जाऊन मी तयारी नाही केली. तुला सांगायचं आपला नाव व्यवस्थित नाव सांग. लाईव्ह चालू आहे. हा सांग आता. येत नाही का नाही येत काय येत नाही ते पहिली दुसरीचे लेकर करायचे बाकी चौथीचे करायचे. तू किती कोणत्या क्लासमध्ये आहेस? नववी. काय येत नाही म्हणून क्लास केला पाहिजे. काय केलं पाहिजे? क्लास रेग्युलरली केला पाहिजे. क्लास केलाच नाही तर कशी येतील वाक्य? चल ठेव माहिती. सिद्धू काय करणार? ए शांत बसा. एव्हरीबडी कीप क्वाइट. ते नाही त्याला सोडून देऊ. नवीन आहे त्याला माहितच नाही कसे बनवायचे काय बनवायचं.
Can I speak English? When can I speak English? Why can I speak English? Where can I speak English? How can I speak English? Why can I speak English?
We can speak English.
We can speak English. We cannot speak English. We can we speak English? When can speak English?
Where can we speak English?
Where can we speak English?
How can we speak English?
How can we speak English?
Why can we speak English? Who can speak English?
You can speak English. You cannot speak English. Can you speak English?
When can you speak English? Where can you speak English? How can you speak English?
Why can you speak English?
He can speak English.
He can speak English. He cannot speak English.
Can he speak English? When can he speak
When can
English?
he speak English?
Where can he
When
speak
can he
English?
speak English? Why can he speak English? How can he speak English?
She can speak
She
English.
can he speak English? She cannot speak English. Can she speak English?
When can she?
He can. He can.
When,
She.
when can she?
When can she speak English?
Where can she speak English?
English? How can she speak English? Why can she speak English?
Good.
It can she speak English? It cannot speak English. Can he speak English? When can he speak English? Where can he speak English? Why can he speak English? How can he speak English? They can speak English. They cannot speak English.
Can they speak
Can they
English?
speak English?
When can they?
When can they speak English? Why
Where
can
can
they
they?
speak English? How can they speak English? Why can they speak?
व्हेरी गुड. हा आता पुढचे म्हणता येईल का? पुढचे हा ट्राय करा जमत. ट्राय करो. हा आय कुड स्पीक इंग्लिश.
I could speak English. I could not speak English. Could I speak English? When could I speak English? Where could I speak English? How could I speak English? Why could I speak English?
व्हेरी गुड.
We could speak English.
Speak English.
We could speak
We could speak English.
English. We could speak English. We could not speak English.
Could we speak English? When could we speak English?
When could we speak English?
Where could?
Where could we speak English?
How
How
could?
could we speak English?
Why could we?
Why could we speak English?
You could speak English.
You could speak English. You could not speak English.
Could you speak
Could
English?
you speak English?
When He could speak English. Could she speak English?
हाँ बता रहे हा घ्यायचं थांबा 2 मिनिटं हा शूटिंग चालू आहे का बस काय झालं बसा खाली बसा आज सर्वांसाठी टाळ्या वाजवा सर्वांचा वाढदिवस आहे आज वाढदिवस झाला सगळ्यांना द्या पाठीमागच्या लाईन मधून देत आहे आधी त्यांना द्या इकडे जाऊ द्या सम्राट इकडे जाऊ दे इकडे हा पलीकडे जाऊ दे हा देत चल तू हा व्हेरी गुड आणखी एक दे हा इथं पुढं
जा खाली घेऊन जातात ते मला आल्यापासूनच चांगले वाटत कालपासून ले आलो 1 मिनिट थांब हे झाले सगळ्यांचे वाक्य सर थोडंच त्यांना मार्गदर्शन करा आता ते एवढे कसे वाक्य ते बोलू शकायले आता निरंजनला एक सुद्धा वाक्य बोललं नाही निरंजन कितवीला आहे 9वीला
का निरंजन
आणि ते माईक घ्या तुम्ही आणि बाकीचे विद्यार्थी बघा 6वीला कोण चालेल हातवर करा म्हणजे 5वीचे हे विद्यार्थ्यांना
व्हेरी गुड
बघा हे 5वीच्या विद्यार्थ्यांनी
उभा राहा 5वीचे विद्यार्थी उभा राहा व्हेरी गुड टाळ्या वाजवा यांच्यासाठी सगळ्यांसाठी खूप छान अत्यंत चांगल्या पद्धतीने यांनी काय केले वाक्य केले तुम्ही केले खाली बसा एक किती तुला पल्लवी आणि निवृत्ती बघा बसा खाली पल्लवी आणि निवृत्तीसाठी सुद्धा टाळ्या वाजवा आणि निरंजन तू कधी करणार आहेस पडदा हे करा ना निरंजन तू कधी करणार आहेस वाक्य कधी बोलणार आहेस हा मग कसं होईल काय फायदा होईल आपला आपण जर इथे येणारच नाही बोलणारच नाही तर ठीक आहे जेव्हा विद्यार्थ्यांनी वाक्य केले ते खूप छान उद्या कशावर बोलता तुम्ही आता हा माय फेवरेट टीचर वर बोलायचे कशावर बोलायचे माय फेवरेट टीचर वर कमीत कमी 5 मिनिटं बोलायचे किती मिनिटं बोलायचे 5 मिनिटं ओके इंग्रजीत बोलायचे काय बोलायचे इंग्रजीत 5 मिनिटं बोलता येईल मराठीत बोलल्यावर पण काय होणार नाही पण आधी इंग्रजीत बोला नंतर मराठीत बोला ओके बर ज्यांना इंग्रजीतच बोला पण ज्यांना पुन्हा संपलं तर त्यांनी मराठीत बोला आलं लक्षात आम्हाला धीटपणा आला पाहिजे म्हणून आम्हाला काय करायचे 10 मिनिटं बोलायचे धीटपणा येण्यासाठी ओके आजची टेस्ट आता होणार नाही आजची टेस्ट उद्या होईल ओके आल्या 9 वाजता टेस्ट घेतो ऍक्टिव्हिटी नाही आता उद्या हा नाही आता उद्या ओके ठीक आहे मुली जातील आज अगोदर मुलींना जाऊ द्या मुलं जा म्हणले का मी मुलं म्हणले का घरी झाला आता वेळ संपलाय ना 11:30 वाजले बोलतो काय रे बर जा मग सायकल फास्ट चला मागच्या लाईन मध्ये मुलं चला मागच्या लाईन मध्ये हा या लाईन मध्ये मुलं चला श्रीनाथ चला हळू जा हा या लाईन मध्ये मुलं चला या लाईन मध्ये चला मी किती बाय बेटा बाय